Hey, what is up YouTube? Ammo here. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a few tips and tricks on how to be a better player. Now, some of these tricks you guys may know, but some of them you may actually not know how to do correctly. So anyways, let's just hop right into it, and shout out to Martels for the inspiration. Alright, so for the first tip that I'm going to show you guys is actually the double window tip, or whatever you guys want to do it, whatever way you guys want to do it. So everyone knows this trick where you do this and you edit a window and shoot them, right? Now half the time what's going to happen is when you guys have your building plan out, you'll end up hitting edit over here and you just won't be able to get this wall unless you get it to a certain angle. Now this trick to fix the solution is actually super simple. All it requires is a cone. Now you can edit it without having your building plan out from super far, and if you have your building plan out you can even go like as far as to here. Right, so you can place it, edit. Now without the cone, I can't even get to there. Now with the cone, I can get to there. It's weird, but for some reason that's how it works. Alright, let's get right on to tip number 2. Alright, now for tip number 2, this one is actually a Martels peak. Full inspiration to him, like I said. So a lot of you guys may have seen his famous clip where he goes like this, simply edits these two. All he does is edit these two, and then he comes here and shoots someone right here. So let me just show you guys a little bit what that looks like a little bit faster and in action. So let's say you're boxed up, right? Let's say you're boxed up. That's not my build, and someone's getting your wall right here. What you want to do is when they do their first hit, simply do the double over here, reset, and now you can fully shoot through it. Now, what this looks like to the other player's POV is they break it open like this, or they just break it and you shoot them in time, and all they're gonna see is this floor. They're not gonna see you at all, which is the crazy part. The only thing they're gonna see is the phase through effect, which whenever they're looking here, they just do not have time to react to that, and you guys will hit that easy 200 pump. Let's go on to tip number 3. Alright, now for the third tip, this one is actually going to be one of the most known and commonly used tricks, but it still works very efficiently and super well to this day. And it's the simple edit reset trick. Now, have you guys ever been edited by a window and you tried to shoot them but they resetted it and it breaks the wall and then it just comes right back? Now, you guys can easily fall for this. I sometimes do myself fall for it just out of pure excitement of playing the game or something. I just get stressed out and I try to shoot them and I end up breaking their wall and I get pumped back way heavier. So that trick is super simple. If you're on mouse and keyboard, I do recommend using scroll wheel reset, because all you have to do is scroll down and it fully resets it for you, and you can fully have that crosshair placement ready to go for their head when as soon as they shoot that wall. So it's as simple as just editing, resetting. Your opponent's going to be on the other side, you edit, reset, and shoot them as soon as they break the wall. Simple as that and super efficient. Let's go on to tip number 4. Alright, on to tip number 4. Now this one is mostly for the newer players that play the game. It's actually quite simple to learn this, and it might take some time to get used to doing it, but honestly you should get it pretty quick within a few games. But have you ever been shot? You box up like this, and then they just take your wall and then they Mongol classic you or something, and you're just fully stuck. There's nowhere for you to go because you're in your own box. You might be able to go to the left and make it out alive, but what I recommend you guys doing is, instead of boxing up in one singular box, what I recommend you guys do is the direction that they come, put a cone and do another box right beside like this. That way, whatever wall they take, you have the full advantage to do a full reset, and even because you have this cone right here, you'll be able to do the window peek like I showed earlier in the first tip, that you can quickly edit it without any mistakes, without accidentally editing this wall where they have time to leave. And you can also use this one cone, one steer technique to do a full jebaiting. So you can go like this, they start hitting your wall, you go like this, jebait them, and then they're pumped, right? They'll think that you went over to this box over here, but you just went right back and you pump them right in the face. So this double cone technique is probably the one where you can have the most movement, the most efficiency. You'll be able to move wherever you want, back over here, move this cone, go down, whatever you want to do, you'll be able to do it with that double layout. Let's get on to tip number 5. Alright guys, now for tip number 5, this is the insane technique for box fights. So Once again, you're inside of your box right here. Now, most people, what they would do is they would do a right hand peek, jump it. Now that, to this day, is way too used. So one peek that the opponent actually can't see you from at all is this bottom peek with this corner. You can shoot clearly, but if I go to this side and they're standing here, you can't even see me. You can't even see where I was. You can maybe see like a little glimpse if you crouch and go to the left. Which by the time, I'll put the marker on just so you guys can see, where I'm at, you're fully exposed by the time you do that, and I will hit a max pump, reset, wall, reset, window, and you're just dead. So this peek will come very in handy if you master it, because you just need to make sure there is a cone. So what you can do is cone, reset, bam, shoot, and you will do almost max damage because every pellet will hit because you're fully crouched and they cannot even see you. Taken, I'm looking right at myself and I can see the tip of the cone. They can't see anything until they go all the way down here, which I can fully see and max bump you. All right, let's go on to the next tip. Now, for the next tip, this one is going to be very useful for ranked. It's actually going to help you guys get a cone into anyone's box that you would desire to get. Honestly, it's up to you guys. You just need to make sure... You just need to make sure that you don't have a floor placed right here. And what you need to do is when you run and position your crosshair right about here. Let me just get it perfectly. This one is a little bit harder to master. Most of the times, most people get it while running accidentally. But right here, as you can see, I just placed a cone inside of that box. Just show it. There you go. Fully placed the cone. Now I'll even break it and make it metal. And you can see just for a second, if you get it right here, you can fully place a cone inside and have the control over your opponent instantly. So when you break that wall, you have full piece control, whatever you need to do. So that simple trick is very crucial to learn, but is also very hard to master. So if you guys get it correctly, it's going to take a few tries before you can actually master this, but just make sure you're looking right about down here, and you should be able to get it every time while running down. And you can even edit it inside if you like. Just make sure you're looking down here, and you can go ahead and get that wall instead of and have this, they're stuck up here, and you can piece it, and then they're dead. So yeah, this is the next simple trick, and it'll be very useful in ranked. Now, for this next tip, this tip is going to be a little bit harder for some people, or easier for some people as they might already have it. But have you guys ever struggled to hit a triple edit where it doesn't let you edit like this wall right here? Well, it's actually a simple fix. All you need to go is in your settings, and all the way over here, wrong one, go all the way down, wrong one again, go all the way down to your buildings and make sure your disable pre-edit is off. Because if you have it on, what happens is it likes to bug out your game. A lot of people think this is just them not being able to edit, but this is not true because I've ran into this myself. You'll be able to hit a couple of triple edit or double edits, but sometimes just like that, it won't let you edit the cone right away, which can screw you up many times. Consistently, also if you are a fast editor, just like that, again, it didn't let me edit it first try. I had to do it a second time to hit the edit. Now make sure you have disabled pre-edit off. If not, it will keep doing it and it will bug and it won't let you guys edit properly. So make sure that that setting is off. It is in the fourth tab, the game UI, or third tab, the settings, and make sure you just disable pre-edit. Make sure that is off. Now for the next tip is have an advantageous start compared to the others. Have you guys ever fought someone and they just always get above you and that's how you die most of the time? They just always have high ground above you? Well, you want to make sure that your retakes and that your high ground retakes are precise and mastered. Once you get those mastered, I'm telling you guys, you will perform 20 times better than you would think just high ground retakes, just learning high ground retakes would do. At first, I thought just learning high ground retakes would do absolutely nothing, but just maybe get me some cover. But no, having high ground retakes is crucial to also just running away in game or making some space for yourself. With those high ground retakes, you can implement those into making some space for yourself while if you got like hit for like 200, well not 200, like 199 in game, you took a lot of damage and you need to get away from it. It is very advantageous. Or to get just, if you just want to ramp above someone, a good simple way for beginners to get a quicker start than most others is simply by putting a ramp in front of you, left, and then you want to do this on the side, and then run and do another one. You need to make sure that you are running here. If not, it will not give you that head start that you're looking for. What would happen is most players by now, they'll be right here, right beside, but you'll be higher above them. So you could easily cone them and keep going with the high ground retake. Alright, now just to make sure you guys got that clearly, I'll do it again once more for you guys. Just like that. This will give you guys that head start you're looking for, and it's going to give you guys that very quick boost that you guys need in your starts. Alright, for my next tip, this one is a very simple and short one, but it is super crucial to winning fights nowadays in ranked, and it is as simple as pre-firing. Now, a lot of players, what they do is they wait till someone opens the window and then they shoot, right? I want you guys to go on a map that has aim training or anything like that, or that has pre-fire. There's a few maps out there. Just search a pre-fire in the search bar and you'll be able to find a ton of them. But basically, you guys want to learn to shoot as they're editing. As like I click this edit button is when you want to shoot. Because what's this going to do? The bullet trail is actually going to hit perfect timing to hit your opponent for a max damage. And then you can put a ramp easily to cover the counter shot. And then go back down. And you could easily just pump them back. Right? So there's going to be a lot of times where you go down like this, like I just did. They have this wall. Just aim at it. Make sure you're moving. Don't just stand still. Sometimes you can stand still. Depends how good the other player is. But you're just going to wait for them to open that window and pump them really hard. Now, sometimes what people will do to counter this is they will do a peanut butter edit and simply shove them super hard with the peanut butter edit. Right? Now, what I recommend to do is you need to make sure you have this cone if someone does that peanut butter edit. Because what you can do is easily block it with this, or even to counter it, you can go up to here and shoot them right back for a peanut butter edit peek for yourself with their wall. Same thing goes for the other side. You simply just do it the other way. Alright, so for my last tip, and this one is probably a very obvious one to most players, but it is to fight at a right hand peek. Now, for what it looks like for those players that don't fight at a right hand peek is they'll go like this and try to punch you like this. This will get you killed 9 out of 10 times. You might get lucky with another opponent that does the same thing, or you just hit a luckier pump. But please, for the love of God, fight at a right hand peek. I will be able to take out my shotgun before you can even see me if you're on the other side. Because if I'm like this, basically I have to look all the way out. I have to put my whole body out to see you here. When I can see you before you even get there, right here, right? I can see you all the way, and I can easily pump you for a lot harder. Now, most players like Peterbot, they all use right-hand peeks. Like the peanut butter edit right hand, the window right hand, even like a triple edit. They won't put themselves in jeopardy where they have to do a left-hand peek like this. This, again, they will see you first and shoot you for much harder. What they will do is they'll redo their ramp, put it into peanut butter, and simply do a right-hand peek. Now, if you go look at some clips and gameplay of Peterbot, you will see he never does a left-hand peek. Always right-hand, because the right hand is always a 10% or more advantage to yourself compared to the other player. You will get those opponents that also do the same thing, right-hand peek, right-hand peek. But if you guys are both doing it, you guys are both going to have a good fight, and may the best man win at the end of it. But if you slip and do a left-hand peek, that is how you are essentially going to die very easily and fast. Alright, that was it, guys. Those were 10 tips and tricks that I had for you guys. Now, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And comment down below your Epic Games username. Now, the reason why is I will be gifting one of you lucky people a skin or a bundle, whatever you guys prefer, by the end of this month. But I need to make sure that you guys are liked and subscribe to my channel, and I will be selecting one of you guys as a lucky winner, and we'll be adding you on Epic. So make sure that Epic is down in the description, and watch out for an ad by YT AmmoGamess. Now, without further ado, see you guys next time.